Welcome to Av Continues episode 216 to start off the year 2016. This is a weekly podcast posted up every Monday in which we talk about video games and related topics as an MP3 on outofcontinues.com. Sometimes it goes up beforehand on most of the time it goes up beforehand on youtube.com/outofcontinues, but on very rare occasions it'll go up the same day as the MP3. That's very rare occasions, but you know.
Mostly when I'm on.
Yeah, we'll live. No one's going to die as a result of the YouTube going up late.
Yeah.
Or at least I hope not.
That would be bad.
Who knows? So anyways, I'm your host, Stafa. And I have different guest hosts on the show each week. This week I got Kevin. No, we don't got Kevin this week.
I'm about to hang up on you now.
We got Adam.
Hi, guys. I'm Adam, not Kevin.
Hey, man. Kevin's on here every week. Sometimes I forget. He's with us all the time.
Does he have a beard like this?
I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while. Last time I saw him,
right.
he was definitely getting a beard going on.
Like this? Not like
I don't know, man. I haven't seen him in a while. It's been a minute. He always has that same picture, so I can't tell.
You know, you'd figure somebody that's a PC elitist would have a webcam.
It's the irony of the situation. So anyways, the way how this week's episode segments will be segmented is our main topic will be games of 2016. You know, the games that we're anticipating or most interested in. After that, we got one quick announcement and a few news topics after that. Not that many. It's been very light on the news, so there really wasn't much to go off of from there. So let's get going. And let's start off by me stating this disclaimer that all opinions expressed on this show are of our own and not of our employers, whether past, present, or future.
Yeah.
Let's make that clear.
That's right.
All right, so games of 2016. So I got quite a list going on with the stuff that I'm most interested in. Most of the stuff I got are games that are gonna be on PC because that's the only thing I can play games on right now. Well, I got PS3, but there is gonna be no PS3 games coming out. So or at least no PS3 games I'm interested in that are coming out. So yeah. Also, it would be really cool if I could show video footage of each game, but that's not going to happen.
Don't do it.
Yep.
They'll come after you, man.
Yeah, they're definitely going to come after me. Those Koreans.
They don't like you.
No, they don't. They don't. They want to claim everything is theirs. But anyways, and that is not a racial statement. I just want to make that clear. Because both those companies that went after me were Korean, so it was a fact. It's a fact. It's not. I'm not being racist. Korea is not even a race. It's a country. It is two countries. You know what? I should
just move on.
Move on.
Just move on.
I should just move on.
Just stop.
So, anyways, games. Let's start off with one game that I'm really looking forward to, that is Hellblade. For those who are unfamiliar with this game, it is being developed by Ninja Theory, the makers of Heavenly Sword, the new DMC Devil May Cry. Yeah, that game was awesome. Enslaved, Journey to the West, or something like that.
Yeah, I can't remember what the subtitle name was, but yeah,
it was pretty much like a westernization of the Journey to the East story with the Monkey King.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool game. I like that. Heavenly Sword had issues, but they mainly were
Stupid motion controls.
yes, that they're mainly motion control issues. If it weren't for those motion control issues, I would have really liked that game, and
I really
would have
like the
probably
game other than that.
I would have finished that game if it weren't for that.
Same here.
I should probably watch the movie
Like
that's
that.
on Netflix.
Yeah.
But Hellblade looks awesome. Like from what
Yeah.
I've seen, it looks really cool. Like the whole like her being insane, like the whole psychological part. Like the character is, I guess she's crazy and she sees things, and usually like when done right, I really like that kind of stuff in games. Like I remember one game for the original Xbox. It was called Breakdown, and like there are segments of that game where your guy is kind of going crazy, or he's seeing illusions. Like it's like this corridor shooter, just shooting SWAT teams and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden you open a door, and then you're like in the desert, and like you see a blood stain on a pillar, and then it turns into a face that's talking to you. Just crazy stuff like that, I think can be really entertaining. So, the whole like her going insane in Hellblade, seeing stuff, that part's really cool. I just think it's a cool looking game from what I've seen so far.
Yeah, just so you know, my computer's being stupid, so I have no clue what's going on.
Is it still recording?
Not
sure?
I'm not sure.
Do you want me to stop, or you want to keep going?
Keep going, I guess.
All right.
Then I finally got back to the actual Hangout page.
Okay. Yeah. So that's the first game on my list. How about you? Name something off your list.
Well, like you, I have a bunch of stuff on mine. Unravel. I haven't watched like everything that's come out on it because I don't like watching everything.
Mm-hmm.
But from what I've seen of it, I'm really looking forward to it. Do you remember seeing the?
Yeah, it was the EA or EA is publishing it, right?
Yeah.
And they had that one guy who was like super nervous on stage with like the actual toy that's made out of like wire and yarn.
Yeah.
It looks pretty good. It looks like photorealistic yarn.
Yeah, I like little indie games, and with EA publishing it, I'm wondering what they can do with something that is, from what I've seen, it looks like an indie game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Plus, the guy seemed like he was really passionate with what they were doing. Plus, with EA publishing it, despite it being indie, I'm pretty sure there's going to be, a certain level of quality to it because of the fact that they're publishing it. I mean, EA does not publish any indie game.
Yeah.
So, and well, I was gonna say when it comes to indie games, the quality can be all over the place, but with AAA titles, it's the same goes.
That's true.
Though I think EA has probably been better when it comes to quality as of late than the other major publishers.
Right.
Especially after the whole SimCity thing.
Oh yeah.
That, and I guess like Dragon Age 2.
Mass Effect 3 ending.
Yeah. So I mean, after that, they've been kind of keeping up with the quality, trying to make sure that they put out better stuff.
Right.
I mean, say what you will about. I mean, the people say that they're not too happy with like Star Wars Battlefront, but like I don't hear anybody saying that it's the quality is low. You know, it's just not enough content. But I mean that's kind of a tangent. You want me to go on with some from my list?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a game. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Megacure. I think it's Miegakure. So this game looks really crazy. Basically, from the way how they're pitching it, is that it's a 4-dimensional puzzle game. So it's like an isometric view, kind of, I guess, like Diablo, except like it's not like the land covers the whole screen. Like it's really, it's hard to describe. You have to go look up how this game looks, because so you see like the little cube of the area, like the rest of the screen is kind of empty,
Right.
and you move. Not only can you move around the area that's presented, but like you also can reverse or fast forward the time so that it is, like, okay, here's a tree, and then you fast forward, and now the tree is like kind of laying down, so you can walk over it to cross this gap.
Oh.
So you move through all 4 dimensions, not only spatial wise, but time wise as well. So it's like a 4D puzzle game.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I mean, again, let me spell that out again. Miegakure. Any of you listeners want to look that game up. It is just really wild looking. I've seen a few videos of it. It's just really weird to wrap your brain around the fact that it is, a 4-dimensional puzzle game. So let me just really quick, for the people who are watching this on YouTube, there's some, well, I guess you could kind of see it here, that you don't see like the whole land. Like it's kind of like, a little cube of the land. Mm-hmm. And the land changes depending on like what time you want to be in. And you use that to solve puzzles. It's just really bizarre looking, and if the puzzles are made out really well, I'd be really interested to play this game. So I'm gonna stop the screen share. All right, so that's a game that's on my list. How about you?
Yeah, I've never heard of it. I don't know if you can hear that. There's a dog barking next door, though.
I can slightly hear it. Don't worry about it.
Okay, next game on my list is Uncharted 4.
Oh, man, I don't know why they didn't put that on my list. Oh, yeah, because it was a PC game. That's why. I was mainly looking at PC games. Yeah, Uncharted 4. That's probably the game that's going to push me to get a PS4.
Yeah, I mean, what is there to say? It's Uncharted 4.
You know
what I mean? It's Uncharted 4. I'm next.
Uncharted 4. There's not much else to say. It's kind of self-explanatory.
Yeah, I mean, I really liked the second one. The third one was okay.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the first one.
I didn't even care for the Vita one.
Yeah.
Like I only played like an hour of that, and that wasn't even made by Naughty Dog. first and foremost.
Right.
The platforming was like basically press a button and it'll do stuff. It's like, oh, I'm hanging on these rocks on the wall, and I just basically keep going where the rocks go. Like there was no challenge to it. And then it would be like, oh, I got this clay pot, rub it until you get all the dust off of it. It was dumb. But Uncharted 4.
I completely forgot about the Vita one, and I owned it.
Yeah, it was because it was dumb.
Yeah,
but Uncharted 4, this is gonna be the good one.
Oh, this is gonna be the good one.
This is gonna be the good one.
Good, right?
This is gonna be on quality of 2. Like that video with that big truck.
Yeah.
That was balls.
Yeah, Uncharted 4 though, man.
All right. Next on my list, That Dragon Cancer. I've talked about this before. Why are you shaking your head no?
Never heard of it.
Well, I've talked about it before on the podcast a few times, and I played a little bit during one of the PAXs. I can't remember which PAX, but I played a little bit there. And it was originally supposed to be an Ouya exclusive. But now that's not going to happen. It's coming out on Steam. Well, I think it is supposed to still come out on Ouya. I don't know, but like it's definitely coming out on Steam this year. And this is like from the little bit I played, it was extremely sad and heartbreaking because this game is it's based off of a true story. It's based off of basically like the narration of this game. It's an adventure game, and the narration is from like the family members. I think mainly the father of like their son, like little baby, pretty much passed away from cancer, and like they're basically going through the whole story of this little kid fighting cancer and then passes away, and like it was that little bit. I think it was like about 10 minutes long. I played at one of the PAXs in the past. It was just really heartbreaking, and I noticed that like the people next to me that are also going through that demo, like some of them were like tearing up and getting really sad. And like after I finished going through that, like I went up to the developer and shook his hand. I was like, man, this is wild. What you're doing here, it's definitely pushing forward like the whole storytelling in video games.
Right. So
I definitely gonna look forward to that one. I mean, it's not gonna be like, oh boy, I'm gonna play this game. It's not like that, but
right.
It's definitely, I think it's gonna be definitely something worth going through. What's next on your list?
Next thing on my list, I'm 100% that it's on yours. I am 100% positive that it's on yours.
All right.
Street Fighter V.
Yeah, this is not honorable mentions on mine.
Really?
Yeah, like
Street Fighter.
Well, I didn't play Mortal Kombat X this last year, and
getting out of the fighting game thing, man. You should go get you a Wii U. Go get you Super Smash Bros.
Yeah, there we go. Home of the fighting games. This is the grandfather, the all-father of fighting games, Super Smash Bros.
Anyway,
I don't see myself buying it this year. That's why it's in my honorable mentions.
Well, if you're not gonna buy it, I'm not gonna buy it.
Like, I would like to play it, and if the opportunity comes, I'd definitely play it. But I don't see myself, like, especially with my budget.
Yeah.
I don't see myself going out of my way to buy this game.
Well, like I said, if you're not gonna get it, I'm not gonna get it. because I know that it's Capcom. Their story's not going to be nearly as good as.
I hope to get Mortal Kombat X this year.
It's good. You should play it.
Yeah.
Doesn't you have mine at Steam Share, yo?
Oh, okay.
I have it on Steam.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do this.
Okay. Next, since it's Street Fighter and
All right, next one.
Get it.
I don't know. I never asked for this. Deus Ex: Mankind Divided.
That's on my list as well.
I mean, it's Deus Ex. The last one was pretty good.
That one was pretty good.
That last one's pretty good. So, it's more Deus Ex, and from what I'm hearing from the developers, this one should be pretty good because they like identified and admitted to their issues from the last game, and they're like, yeah, we're not going to make those same mistakes again. They've learned. It sounds like they've learned. So because of that, this should be a better game. Especially those boss fights.
Don't forget to augment your pre-order.
Oh man, they learned from that too. But I'm not blaming the pre-order thing on the developers.
Right.
That was Square Enix publisher. That was their doing.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. Mankind Divided. We're gonna see all the faces of Foley go against each other.
See, now you got my attention.
Mankind versus Dude Love versus Cactus Jack.
Can we get Commissioner Foley in there too?
Sure. Make it a fatal four-way. All right. What's next on your list?
Let's see. Next on my list is No Man's Sky.
All right.
I mean, just the scope of that game has me like super intrigued. I mean, all the stuff that I've seen on it, like I said, I don't watch every video on every game that I want because I'm just not like that.
I'm still not too sure what that game is.
Right.
I don't even know if the developers know what that game is.
I mean, and what is it? Hello Games?
Yes.
I mean, the stuff that they've come out with before,
Joe Danger.
I liked them. I mean, I did never finish them, but
this is like completely different, though.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's not even like on the scale of Clay Entertainment different.
Right.
Clay Entertainment's like, oh, we're gonna make a puzzle game. Now we're gonna make a stealth platformer. Now we're gonna make a hack and slash. No, this is like we're gonna go from a platforming motorcycle game to space exploration. like how different of a scale. Like that's just a huge swing.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what they do though. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it looks cool from what I've seen on it.
All right. Next on my list, Far Cry Primal.
It's on my list as well.
I mean,
it's Far Cry.
Yeah, it's Far Cry. Man, the last Far Cry with that PC performance
worked fine on the PS4.
I should definitely check to see if they fixed it, but that was really disappointing. I spent I think 2 hours on that game trying to just get it to run optimally on my computer.
And you don't have a punk computer either.
Yeah. And it was just so frustrating. But
did Batman ever work?
I still need to get back to that. But yeah, with Far Cry Primal, not only do I hope that they don't mess up the PC version, but it looks really cool, how different it is.
Yeah.
Compared to the other Far Cries. The last time that they took a crazy twist on Far Cry was Blood Dragon.
Right.
And that was an awesome game. So what's next on your list?
Next on my list is Recore.
Oh, that Xbox One game?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that game is.
I don't either.
That's the one by Inafune, right?
I do believe so. I think from the stuff that I've seen, it looks really neat. Like, dude dies and he puts the core thing in the other thing. You know, you put the thing on top of the thing.
Yeah, man. That makes so much sense.
I think it looks neat.
Like I read some stuff like they mentioned it's like takes inspiration from like Metroid and Zelda. But other than that, like it's like I don't know what this game is.
Right.
The trailer looked interesting, but it was like I don't even know what type of game it is.
Right.
You
It'd be
know?
a match 3 game.
Yeah, it could be a match 3 because you put the thing on top of the thing and then it does a thing.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah, man.
All games are match 3 from now on.
Whoa, that's deep. Moving on to me.
Yep.
Doom. Doom looks pretty awesome.
It's not just Doom that you want. It's what is it? Their editor thing
Yeah.
that you were talking about.
Yeah, that like it's not even like a map editor, it's like a game editor.
Yeah.
So when they showed off like when they had that Bethesda whatever it was press conference thing, they showed off the gameplay for Doom. It looked awesome. It looked really fun. You know, just everything about it looked like it was really fun. And then they showed off that game editor where not only do you like edit levels, you know, make your own levels, and it looks very easy to use, you pretty much can like edit the game mode as well. So if you want it to be a multiplayer map, like, you know, deathmatch or capture the flag or whatever, you can do that. Or if you want to make it a co-op map, you know, like a co-op campaign, or if you want to make a co-op like survival mode, you know, like a horde mode, you can do like you can make you got like the amount of options you have to work with just allows for so much content and a lot of creativity to design a lot of things.
Right.
So I'm pretty excited for that. Doom.
Yeah, Doom was on my list. I'm not the biggest Doom person, but from how excited you are for that editor, there's potential.
Yes.
So it was on my list for that.
What's on yours?
Next on my list is the Horizon Zero Dawn game with the robotic dinosaurs.
Oh yeah, the one with the chick that has the hair. Very descriptive, right?
Yeah, almost as descriptive as a thing on top of a thing.
Well, that's even more descriptive, man. I don't know what you're talking about. with the red dreadlocks.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it would be fun. You know, and robotic dinosaurs, dude.
Yeah, it does look pretty fun. Like,
awesome.
Like the only part that I was kind of like, come on now, is when she picked up the gun that came from the robot dinosaur and used it, because like, does that have a trigger on it? You know?
Yeah, like why would it have a trigger?
Yeah, it don't make sense. Why? Like, okay, so she could pick up the gun that was mounted to the robot dinosaur and like it has a trigger on it.
Yep.
Okay.
Magic.
But other than that, it looked really cool. Like I thought it was pretty awesome looking. The character design was pretty cool, and gameplay looks fun.
Yeah.
I mean, only thing is Guerrilla Games. like
What else have they done?
Killzone.
Oh,
Like they make really good looking games, but like haven't made a game that like so far that I've been like, yeah, that was fun. Like Killzone 3 was probably the best one I played, and even then it was kind of disappointing.
I want to say I've seen an article where they're saying that there's going to be no multiplayer in it whatsoever.
Okay,
So,
sure.
I mean,
I mean, the
that way
Killzone
they
3
could.
multiplayer was all right, but
Well, I mean, with them just concentrating on it being single player, they can be more focused to that one thing instead of
yeah, some games don't need
this
multiplayer,
over here.
like God of War.
Oh God.
All right, moving on.
Yep.
Paragon, a game that was like announced a few weeks ago, or actually shown off. It was announced like over a month ago, but it was actually shown off a few weeks ago. This is the game by Epic that is a third-person shooter MOBA. And MOBA being the type of game that's like League of Legends or Dota 2 or
Some
Smite.
people love that word.
No, I hate MOBA. I don't like the fact that that term caught on.
Right.
Kind of like Metroidvania. It's like at a certain point I gotta accept it and use it, but I don't like it. It's like it hurts when I say MOBA or Metroidvania.
Right.
I love Metroidvanias, but I hate that word. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, Paragon, a third-person shooter MOBA, and you know, I liked Super Mario Night Combat more than I should have.
It's
It
true.
undeservingly had too much of my love, and that game is dead. And I hope Paragon replaces that for me with like better, a more balanced game. Obviously, it's going to have a better community because Epic Games will have, you know, more of a community than Uber Ent will ever have.
Right.
And it's going to have better support because Epic Games does not abandon their games. But
Jeez,
yeah,
burn that bridge.
hey man,
You burning that bridge before you even cross it.
hey man, Uber burned that for all of us. Like you ask any fan of Super Mario Night Combat what they think of Uber. You're gonna see like some violence. It's something's gonna get thrown down. Someone's gonna start swinging.
Oh boy.
Yep. Oh man. What's next on your list?
This is probably not on your list. It's a
All right.
game that I read about. It's called Abzu. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right or not. It's from like the art director of Flower and Journey and stuff like that.
How do you spell that?
ABZU.
Abzu game. Oh, this looks pretty.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Oh, I think I've seen this. Maybe. It looks pretty. Don't know what it is. You're just swimming around, I guess.
it's a diving simulator. From what
Okay.
all I've read. I mean,
Yeah, graphically, it looks pretty cool. I'm gonna screen share this for a moment. Let's get that up. Yep. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I like the. Well, hold on. There we go. Screen share. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I like how it looks. Looks pretty cool. All right.
but yeah, it's like the art director from Flower and Journey. I don't know if it's going to be the same style of game. I don't know with it being a swimming simulator. but basically anything attached to those, and I really like the way it looks, so I'm looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next on my list, Lawbreakers. This is the new game that Clifford Blazinski is working on.
Oh, that guy.
Yes, the guy
Friend of the
who,
show?
yeah, good friend of the show, Cliff Blazinski. We're like BFFs. L, best friends forever for life. Yep.
Anyway.
Not no fabrications on this show.
No.
So yeah, he's working on like a new arena shooter, like, Unreal Tournament. There's like just, I guess, a few gameplay videos that are out now. It looks pretty cool. Like each character looks like it's class based, kind of like Team Fortress. And each character has like their own move sets and different types of mobility. Like one guy has rocket jumping, another girl has like a cable or like a grappling hook that she can swing off of, and another person has like double jump. So it's like each person has like mobility, which I think adding mobility in first person shooters is like definitely a good thing. It makes it more interesting, and the fact that each character has like a different type of mobility is pretty cool. So I mean, from what I saw, I'm pretty interested. What you got?
How many more you got?
I got two more I want to talk about, then honorable mentions.
Okay. Next one I have on my list is Mighty Number 9.
Mm-hmm.
I always liked playing Mega Man up until the point where they got too hard, and then I stopped.
Oh, so like from the first one?
No, like in the game.
Oh, okay.
Play them until they got too hard in the game, except for the Battle Networks, because the Battle Networks were the best Mega Mans ever made.
Oh man, now we're gonna get haters writing into the show.
Don't care.
We'll have Tim over here sending us an email saying that not only Battle Network is bad, but Smash Bros. Is a fighting game.
Well, we both know that Smash Bros. Is not a fighting game.
Anyways, yeah.
I always liked them, but I guess I suck at games, so I just always stopped.
Hey, those games are hard. Like you had to like memorize the levels.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what he does, making Mega Man, but not Mega Man.
All right. I got the next two on my list are games that I'm not sure are coming out this year, but I guess are supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
So I got Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah, boy.
Even though I was displeased with Mass Effect 3, not just the ending, but like I had a lot of other issues with that game. I still feel like I'm a fan of Mass Effect.
Right.
And I'd expect that they've learned from their mistakes and are going to put out another Mass Effect game.
Right.
The real Mass Effect.
Yeah, Mass Effect 2. Kevin.
Yes. Mass Effect 2 was the best Mass Effect. Kevin. So yeah, I'm interested in the new Mass Effect, and I think it's supposed to come out this year. Like it says, from what I saw, it said like it's expected 2016 release. So
yeah,
probably late this year, maybe. But either way, I'm looking forward to this. What's next on your list?
Next on my list is kind of looking forward to I don't even know what you'd call it, the new old remake of Ratchet and Clank.
Okay, the reimagining.
Yeah, whatever. But kind of looking forward to it because I really liked the Crack in Time.
Mm-hmm.
And was there one after that?
Yes.
Which one was that?
There was quite a few after that one. There was
Was
like
it?
Into the Nexus and some other stuff.
I can't remember. But
All for One.
I ain't playing.
There's a bunch of them.
Anyway, I tried playing the old Ratchet and Clanks, and I didn't care for them.
So basically, what they're saying is that this new one, it'll go through like the same areas, and it will have like the same story as the first one, but the
Right.
levels aren't the same. Like it's going to be different level design.
Right.
Even though it's going to be like, hey, you're still at the same planet, it's the same area. It looks the same, but like the level itself is different. And they're basically reimagining the first game with the new game
Modern
design
stuff.
elements. Yeah, like all the game design stuff that they've learned over the years.
Right.
So that's what this game is.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
All right. This game I'm going to talk about next. It has no release date, but it got Steam greenlit, and I think it's supposed to come out this year. Doesn't really have a release date though, so it might come out, might not. It's 1979 Revolution, and it looks like, from what I've seen, it looks like I guess it's probably going to be a adventure game, probably in the style of Telltale. I mean, like it has like conversation choices, and it has like some mini games and stuff like that, and even like graphically it looks like like The Walking Dead,
Right.
like the same kind of graphic style. But what has me most interested in this is that it takes place during the Iran Revolution. I'm not sure if it's like based on like an actual person, because you play as a specific character.
You play as Iron Sheik?
No, not the Iron Sheik.
Oh, well, I'm not playing.
But it takes place during the revolution, and with the bringing down the Shah, and like because of that, this is a topic that I'm interested in.
Right.
I would like to see this game, play this game, and hopefully it's any good. I mean, from the trailers that they put together, like the production value for the trailers look really good. So hopefully the game itself, hopefully the trailers represent the game itself as far as the quality.
Right.
I mean, like you being a history guy, I'm pretty sure you'll probably want to check this game out too.
Yeah.
But yeah, what else do you got?
I've got a couple more. Like, I can just list them off. Other than I still haven't even said my most anticipated one yet.
Okay.
Kind of looking forward to Gears 4, just to play with friends. The few friends that I do play with. Scalebound looks kind of neat. I don't know.
Oh, that's the Platinum game, right?
Yeah.
The one that's exclusive to Xbone.
Yep.
All right.
And my most anticipated game is Cuphead.
That's on my honorable mentions.
That game just visually looks amazing.
Yeah, I really like how that game looks.
I want it now.
And gameplay wise, it looks like I guess like Alien Hominid.
Yeah,
You know, like this really difficult, or Contra. You know,
right.
yeah,
The art in that game.
Metal Slug
I want that game now.
looks pretty cool.
I love that old style cartoony look. Yeah. It looks awesome.
Yeah. Some other honorable mentions I have Homefront: The Revolution, Final Fantasy 15, We Happy Few, XCOM 2, because I mean the first one's all right. Yeah. Overwatch, Dishonored 2, first one's all right. No,
No.
no, okay,
No
that's
interest
fine.
in Dishonored 2.
Oh, so Dishonored 2's on your dishonorable mentions.
Ha.
Oh,
Is For Honor on your honorable mentions?
what's that?
For Honor?
For Honor. Oh man, I forgot about that game. That actually looks pretty cool.
Oh, I guess it is then, isn't it?
Yeah, I got now. Yeah, we'll put it on there now. Does that come out for PC?
I don't know.
That
think
that when that game when that I was about to say when that game, no, when that guy, not that game, when that guy came out on stage at E3, that dude was like ready to club someone. He was that excited. Like he came out with his walking cane, and he was like ready to like just bash somebody's head in with that. Like, you ever want to kill people? Well, you could do that in this game. I want to kill people all the time. That's why I made this game. he was ready to rock and roll. But yeah, For Honor, that game looks cool. And Distance. I have that game like installed on Steam right now. I'm just waiting for it to be like out of early access. Because I I don't want to play it while it's in early access. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just waiting for that final update for them to be like, okay, it's finally out, but okay, now I'll play it. I'll play your game. For Honor. Man, that dude was hyped. You know what I'm talking about too.
Yeah.
Like for those people who don't know, who the listeners out there, like look up For Honored E3. Was it like the Ubisoft?
Yeah, it's a Ubisoft game.
The Ubisoft E3 press conference. For Honor. The dude comes out. He was like just ready to like murder people right there. He was like, "Do you like killing people for fun?" I do. That's why I made this game. Because it's not legal to do it in your life. Otherwise, I'd be doing it all the time. All right, maybe I'm exaggerating, but still, he was hyped.
Just a smidge.
You can see it on his eyes, though. He's like, "Rrr." All right, so yeah, that's the games I'm anticipating for 2016. Listeners, what games are you anticipating? Write in podcast@avcontinues.com. And let us know what games you're most anticipating for this year, 2016, on episode 216. Or read it on episode 217, which won't come out until 2017.
You're a dork.
Anyways. So, Adam.
Nope.
No? You didn't even let me ask a question yet.
Nope.
Do you have stuff, or would you want to have stuff that you want to like present to the world? Just like be like, check this out. Maybe?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay, so let's say you are a musician. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you love making music.
Mm-hmm.
Would you want to like share that with everybody?
Share it with everybody.
Everybody, just as many people as possible.
Everybody.
What would be the best way to share your music with everybody? Do you know?
I have no clue, Staffa. You tell
I
me.
think the internet would be the best way.
Oh,
do
really?
that. Yeah.
The internet. What's
Yeah, the
that?
internet.
Is that like the World Wide Web almost?
It's part. The World Wide Web is part of the internet. But do you know how you can do that with the internet?
I have no clue, Staffa.
You can do
Oh,
that
really?
with DreamHost.
Oh, really?
You can share your music, the ones that you're like not making right now, but figuratively are making right now.
I do have those turntables.
Yeah. You can share that with the internet through DreamHost because
What's
they're a web
DreamHost?
service. They offer unlimited storage, so you can put unlimited amounts of music on there. Unlimited bandwidth, user-friendly interface, and they're optimized to use content managers. You know what a content manager is?
No, Staffa.
Content manager is something that will it will manage your content. it will make website management easier for those of you who do not want to bother with HTML. Like, what the heck is an HTML?
Something.
Is it a hypertext markup language? I don't even know. Like, you don't need to know HTML because you can use a content manager such as WordPress to manage your content, and you use their like hundreds of free themes to customize the way how your website looks. All that, many more features, just for $8.95 US a month. If you use the promo code out of continues, that's one word, no spaces, it'll waive away that setup fee and get you a free domain registration. So you can have adamsfunkymusic.com or .net or .whatever.
Can I get whatever?
I don't know.
I'll have to look into that.
There's definitely a list of dots that you can have. And yeah, just for $8.95 a month, US dollars. Pretty sweet deal, right?
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Get your music on the internet right now. So anyways, let's move on. What's wrong?
You're a dork. Oh.
You all right?
Oh, it's 3:30, so it's getting
All
pretty
right.
late.
Let's move on. iTunes. We can use some more iTunes reviews. If you use iTunes, we'd really appreciate the iTunes reviews because we have like no iTunes reviews. The last one that we have 11 iTunes reviews, and the last one that was written in like 2013. So please leave iTunes reviews. The way how Apple's iTunes podcast charts work is that they go by a week basis, and if we have no reviews in a certain week, then it's like we have 0 reviews in their eyes, and so we don't even show up on their charts. So please leave reviews if you can. Get a friend to leave a review. If you cannot leave a review for whatever reason, like you already left a review or whatever, then you can also help us out by sharing the podcast on social media networks such as Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, all that. You know, just helps expand the show, helps us get more listeners and viewers, and when we have more listeners and viewers, we have more listener feedback and interaction, and it makes the podcast more fun to, you know, it gives us more incentive to keep going. So please do that if you can. I'm not saying you have to, but if you want to, we'd really appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So let's go on and talk about the news. And the news this week, if I can get, the the screen shared with the news. There we go. All right, we got the news. Hide this. First news we got this week. Marvel DLC for Little Big Planet is getting pulled. As of this podcast recording, it's already pulled. And the main reason why I want to talk about this is this is where we're getting to with video games, where you can have content one day, like, a Marvel themed Little Big Planet people, and then, later on it is no longer available. So it's like, that game. It's like content in a game is not always going to be, definitely there.
Right.
It's just the weird state of where we're getting in video games. And I'm pretty sure this is not the only instance where this has happened. I'm pretty sure Little Big Planet has done this before, where they've pulled content.
Yeah, I want to say that too.
Yeah, and it's not like this. Well, they didn't really explain why. We're assuming that it's because of a licensing agreement might have expired.
Right.
But I don't own this DLC, and I don't really play Little Big Planet. But it's just the fact of the matter that we're getting to the point where, hey, you could have like certain DLC or a certain type of content in a game, and then like a year or so later, or how a certain time period later, it's gonna be like unavailable. Well, like if you own it, then it's still gonna be available to you, but like for people who haven't bought it yet, it will be unavailable for those people.
Right.
It's just like such a weird state that we're at.
It's a weird business, man.
Yeah, I mean, I understand business is business, but it's, I don't know. Don't really have much else to say.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, let's move on. So, that Steam Winter Sale, all the great savings that you can get. Probably the most disappointing Steam sale. Or
I don't know.
I'd say so.
I know that Steam has gotten worse and worse, so yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, as far as their big sales.
Yeah.
This one was like, it just there wasn't much, especially with the lack of flash deals and all that stuff, daily deals, flash deals, community sales, because of the fact that they don't want to deal with refunds.
Yeah.
Because people will be like, oh, I bought this game 2 hours ago and it's even cheaper now, so I want a refund.
Right.
But that's a whole different story. But basically, from what this article is saying, is that there's a alternate reality game, an ARG, hidden inside the Steam sale. Basically, they have this comic. Every day they've been showing a new panel, and I wasn't reading it. I was like, don't care.
I didn't even know about it until it popped up today. Read the last thing, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of neat, I guess.
Basically, from what this article is saying, is that each panel or each page of this comic has some hint as far as exploring the Steam store. Like if you type in the search bar certain words on certain pages, it will take you to a specific game, and it's each game leads to something else, and it's getting to the point where Also, uh, one of the Valve employees on their Steam profile page, they have a um,
Badge.
badge that says red herring ARG question mark. So the last time last time Valve did an ARG, it was for the announcement of Portal 2. So this might be an announcement for a new game. Possibly.
Hmm.
Not really too sure yet. And they released the last page today, and I haven't found anything on what this has led to. Some people are saying that it's probably going to be an announcement um, at CES this year. So I don't know. I don't really have much insight on this, but it's just definitely interesting that that there's something going on with this comic.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Yep.
All right, a fan is working on Mario Maker for PC, and they're calling it Super Mario Remaker. And basically, it's like a PC version of Super Mario Maker, except they're also adding a lot more features. Uh, more features than the actual game has, and even though it looks really cool, I kind of doubt we're gonna see the light of day of this because of the fact that
it ain't gonna last.
yeah,
Make it.
they're gonna have to like call this something else and take away Mario and like completely
Yeah.
redo the graphics so that it's not Mario, because otherwise I'm very certain Nintendo will uh, send them a cease and desist
Yeah.
ASAP.
It's it won't make it.
It's kind of like there's one fan made game that was basically like I can't remember what it's called, but basically you play through Mario, the first Mario Bros, and you can play as I could play as Mega Man, or I can play as Samus or Link,
Hmm.
And then when they did their Kickstarter to like actually make a game that that they can sell, they basically made original characters that were obviously all those other characters,
Right.
you know like um the Mario Brothers, rather than being Italian plumbers, there's like two Spanish construction workers or something like that.
Hmm.
So like it's like you could tell they're the Mario Brothers, but
Right.
they weren't the Mario Brothers. Um, but I think for them to like actually get this out there, they're gonna have to like change up the aesthetics drastically. But
Yeah.
I mean, like I think this is gonna be really cool to play, because Nintendo's not gonna release a PC version of this game.
Right.
All right, moving on.
Yep.
All right, last stuff I got on here are kind of movie related, but this is Assassin's Creed. So Assassin's Creed, we got some shots of from the movie. We have what's his name, Michael Fassbender, who I know you, Adam, are familiar with him from X-Men as young Magneto.
Mm. Yeah.
From this shot right here, it's like,
I don't like his get up.
yeah, I don't really dig it. I don't know. there's just something about it. It like
Yeah.
it doesn't look real.
Right.
It's just hard to like for me to describe why it doesn't.
Yeah, I don't know what it is either. I don't.
It just also looks like he's wearing a potato sack, but
Yeah, pretty much.
um, and that's like what's her name? I can't remember what her name is, but she's the chick who did she was in Batman, Talia al Ghul. She
Mm.
was also in Inception, or the one French actress. She's like in everything. Um, Ariane Labed. I don't know. We got some more screenshots over here. Still not digging it. Like this is more of an action shot. I don't know. Still looks like he's wearing a potato sack.
Yep. I think it might be the color, in all honesty.
Maybe.
Just,
And we have a picture here that looks more modern day. So I'm assuming that like they're going to still implement the whole what was it called?
um, Animus.
Animus, yes. It's been so long since I played the game.
Well, I'm trying to get through Syndicate, but it's not working very well.
Does that still have Animus stuff in it?
It
Or they like completely abandon that?
like I want to say there is some stuff, but I can't remember. Like,
Okay.
if there is, it's like so little that it's not even that big of a deal anymore.
Yeah. But I mean like seeing from this, I'm pretty sure his character is gonna be using the Animus.
Right.
Because this very much looks like it's modern day.
Yeah, I mean he looks like he's in a prison.
Yeah.
His hands have letters on it and everything else.
Yeah, and it looks like crayon on the wall or something like that.
Right.
So I don't know. We'll see how this goes. It's not much for me to like have an opinion on. Like this isn't a trailer or anything, so it's not like it's giving me an impression of the movie. But as far as his outfit goes, like I'm not really digging it.
Yeah.
Not digging it. I don't know. And last news.
He still has the best name ever.
Benedict Cumberbatch. We're talking about this is not video game related at all. This is a comic based movie. I like to talk about this stuff on here. And he is playing Doctor Strange. I've shown earlier, like I don't know, about a month ago, showed like screenshots of him in India, I think, and
looking like Tony Stark.
No, having like a big beard,
Yeah.
big rugged beard, and like I said then, I didn't really like the beard, but I was assuming that it was like maybe the beginning of the movie where he's like finding himself, and then he's going to like, he's traveling the world and searching for his soul or something like that, and then he finds himself, and then
Something really lame like that. Something really lame like that.
Yeah, and then once he finds himself, he's gonna be like, okay, I am Doctor Strange. I'm gonna shave and have a goatee. So yeah, he looks very Doctor Strange now.
Yeah.
Yeah, very Doctor Strange.
Very Doctor Strange.
Yep. You cannot look any more Doctor Strange. Well, maybe he can have black hair instead of brown. Other than that, he looks pretty Doctor Strange. There's not much else to say about this. All right. That's it for news. And anything else on my outline? Nope. Listener feedback. Okay, Adam is gone. So listener feedback. Write into podcast@outofcontinues.com if if you have any questions, comments, or any other type of feedback. We'll read on the show. Podcast@outofcontinues.com.
What's going on, buddy?
Hey, you're back.
Yeah.
All right. Check out the Twitch stream. Been doing more of that. Twitch.tv/SayedStafa. That's SayedStafa. And that's pretty much it as far as shout outs go. If you enjoy what you've been hearing, you can support us by liking us on Facebook. You can follow us on Twitter, leave an iTunes review. You can contact by email. That's podcast@outofcontinues.com. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/outofcontinues. All those things I mentioned, you can find them on the website. That's www.outofcontinues.com. You can give me a tweet on the Twitters because that's what all you hip people do. You youngsters with your Twitters. Give me a tweet. I'm at SayedStafa. That's at SayedStafa. And this fellow over here also has a Twitter, but he doesn't really use it.
That's right, I don't.
So, no point in mentioning.
I mean, if they want to, it's at Iron Headbutt. IRONHEADBUTT.
Yep. That sounds very painful.
Yep.
So, tweets. Anyways, I'd like to thank my guest host for joining me today at this late hour.
Going on 4 o'clock in the morning.
Thank you,
You're
Adam.
very welcome, Stafa.
I appreciate it. This is why I love you.
Yeah.
And with that said, I'm your host, Stafa.
You love me because I'm not Kevin.
Because you're not a hater.
I said Kevin, not Ali.
Hey! They both
Oh, that's right.
Together.
Combined.
Yes, combined they're the biggest hater. With that said, I'm your host, Stafa. We'll see you next week. See ya, and Happy New Year. Ho 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 ho! Merry New Year.
Hey.
Yes.
Close to gimmick infringement.
All right.
Okay. Stop this.